itself on being able to run the ball pretty effectively. Why was it such a challenge today, and has it been a little tougher to come by this year in general? Just knowing cohesiveness and putting things together.
I think they threw some good looks at us. Threw some stuff in. That's a little tougher to run the ball against. I thought they played us well today. We just got to execute. You can only do so much, but I think they did a good job of stopping that today, containing it.
Tanor, given the way the two losses have happened, blowout at Ohio State, getting beat soundly here today, do you sense that their confidence is shaken in the locker room, just in general?
It's always tough when you get, lose back-to-back games, but I think focus is on we got to bounce back. It's now or never. You're at a point where you're 2-3. If you quit now, there's still plenty of season left. With 5 games in, there's plenty to go. So I think just battling back from here, next week's of practice, really focusing in, tuning stuff up, and making sure we're ready for next week.
You mentioned cleaning stuff up, the penalties. How much are those things killing you guys?
It hurts. You have a good play. You gain 20 yards, so you get called back. It's tough, and not only that, it's back 10 yards. It's a 30-yard difference. It's a real big swing of energy. Makes it a lot harder to move the ball after that. First and 20, there's not a lot of plays you have for that. Second and 15, same as that. So it obviously makes it tougher, but next week if we can clean that up, I think if we stop shooting ourselves in the foot, it'll be better, a lot easier.
Do you think it's been difficult to build some continuity with the line just because there have been a lot of injuries and rotations? Trey coming in at mid-season?
A little bit. I think every week we've had a different unit of guys rolling, so with that, there's a little different cohesiveness in how that works. But I think, overall, we've all worked together for a long time, so over time you're able to build that bond with the guy you're playing next to. You have a good idea of what the guys next to you are doing, but I think kind of going forward, if we have more consistency, it'll be better.
This is how difficult getting the ball going on the ground was. Was it something they were doing up front that was confusing, or was it just they're winning some of the plays that you guys usually win?
I think it just comes down to everybody. You have to have everybody on the play execute. One guy gets beat, his guy comes on the line, makes the play. It's tough to run the ball that way. Everyone has to be sound. On defense, if one guy's free, that changes everything. Whereas offense, you have to have 7 guys going 7 for 7 every play and executing every play.
And this is a program that has built itself on its physical nature, both sides of the ball. When you have a game like this where they kind of out physical you, just how tough is it to take? Just one person.
Obviously you never want to be the team getting out physical, but I think the only thing you can go forward from here is, next week bringing that physicality, making sure it's what we pride ourselves on.
Are you surprised that the exact opposite seemed to happen in the second half?
It's tough. Again, it comes down to execution. Coach Chris can only do so much at the end of the day. It comes down to the 11 guys on the field. They put in the schematics, they put in the plays they believe will work, and if the 11 guys on the field don't execute, it's not going to work.
You've been in this program a long time. Had a lot of success. What is that success? How can you build off that and be an example now in the situation you guys are in as a team?
I think not letting this get to your head. We've lost back-to-back weeks and not putting yourself down, keeping the confidence up, and next week really focusing in okay, we're going to go next week, we're going to own it, we're all going to do our jobs, we're going to go out there and get a win.
Nick was talking earlier, he said we don't listen to the people in the bleachers, we don't listen to the outside stuff. Is that important right now? Focus on what's inside the locker room?
2-3, there's not a lot of people cheering for you, not a lot of people saying good job, so I think inside, just making sure we all believe in each other, believe in ourselves, and working hard from here.